there, welcome to the Teeny Tinkers channel. I make ball jointed doll and craft related content. But today what we're doing is packing up the Clover and Poppy pre-order. After 3 long months, they have come ahead of time actually, and it's time to get these new babies out to their owners. Of course, these are my babies, but here's everybody else's. So I have 3 of these absolutely enormous boxes from F-Doll, who is my caster. So I have to open up these and go through them one by one. I have Poppy here for assistance because she is moral support. My caster uses these giant boxes, and then there's 2 smaller giant boxes inside. Typically he sorts them by color, but then sometimes there'll be a box with just miscellaneous dolls in it, and I mean, that works. They are always so well wrapped and well protected. Honestly, I love my caster so much. He does such a great job. Looks like we have a ton of Peach dolls here. Don't worry, we're not just opening the boxes today. We're actually going to be looking at how I finish and complete a pre-order. This is something I've actually been asked to do a video on for a while, because making dolls and selling them is not only the art of making the doll, but there's a really long list of things you have to do on the business side as well. And realistically, this video is still only just a peek at what that entails. So when I get a shipment of dolls in from my caster, the first thing I do is a count. Now this isn't a full inventory, but it's just to make sure that I do have the correct number of dolls. So that's what I'm doing here. In total, there were 37 Clovers and Poppies ready to go to new homes. I know a lot of other artists do like to lay them out and do a full inventory before starting, but honestly, I would get so frazzled having all the dolls out of their wrappings and having to completely rewrap them all before starting. That stresses me out, so I pack orders one at a time. And if you're thinking, that sounds a little efficient, Rosie, you'd actually be wrong. Because the one time I did try and pack them as a sort of assembly line, I ended up getting so frazzled and having to reopen boxes to make sure I got the orders right. So I would much rather take an order, go through everything, double check it, pack it up, put a label on it, and stick it to the side. This is so much better for my mental health and also better for efficiency because I'm not having to reopen boxes and double check. Okay, so now I'm doing a quality check. So when I go to pack an order, I find the doll in the box, and then I check the joints. I check there are no scratches, no big scuff marks or anything like that. I've never had anything like that. My caster does really beautiful work, but I always want to check and make sure just so that there's not any surprises. She's looking super cute, and she stands on her own, which is something I also check for. Once done, I wrap them back in the exact same wrapping my caster uses. I thought about using all my biodegradable packaging on them, but I realized it's actually worse for the environment to go ahead and rewrap them in all biodegradable packaging and then throw away all this stuff. So this is something new I've started doing. I now put a number inside every Teeny Tinkers cast doll's head, and I use a bit of UV resin to seal it in. This is mostly just to prevent the sticker from peeling, but this is basically why I do that. The number inside the head also coordinates with the number in the COA, and I now keep a spreadsheet of all the dolls sold, including the color, sculpt, and the number, as well as the original purchaser. This is to protect against recasting, although thankfully for me, that has not happened yet, and I really hope it never happens, to be honest. Alright, so this is my new COA, and then also I have a new business card that goes with it. They are very similar but slightly different, and that is by design. I definitely am leaning into this bold leathered logo. It's much easier to use for branding stuff, so if you're wondering why I'm moving away from the sketch, that is why. So inside every Teeny Tinkers doll, you have a packet, and this is what that packet looks like now. There's a thank you card with a care guide, a COA, business card, and then there's a sticker that coordinates with the pre-order. I always get extras and give these away later, but there's always a sticker in with your pre-order. I'm also including envelopes now because I love that everything can just be bundled together. It's so much easier for people to keep track of, and it's much more attractive to open as far as packaging. In every single one, I also include a handwritten note to the person. I left the name out right here, but I do add it in before packing it up. but I do write to everybody and thank them, and if they have another doll, sometimes I call back to that, but yeah. Every Teeny Tinkers MSD comes with this packet and also comes with handmade resin eyes. For my first pre-order, I believe I did glass eyes, and since then I've begun making my own eyes, and while they're not perfect, they improve with every single pre-order, and they're free, so you know they fit your doll and they're free, and I try and make them as cute as possible. With Clover and Poppy, most of the eyes are a dark brown, but there are some fun colored ones thrown in, especially for people who purchase multiple dolls. Alright, and we have the big box of hands. So in here I have all the hands put together. There's a mixture of heart hands and standard hands in all 4 colors. I really wish I could sort through these easier, but I do basically have to go through and check every pair. Although as I do this, I do put them in the box of the doll color that they coordinate with, which makes things a lot easier once you start getting through them. Here are the boxes I got for the micro dolls. Now the micro BJDs in this case were part of a freebie for full payment. So the micros this pre-order were offered as a gift for full payment dolls. They are meant to coordinate with the doll you bought in large scale. And they're super cute. So this is Poppy, obviously coordinates with the peanut Poppy from this order. And she has her head put on with blue tack because the magnets are so impossibly small, there'd be no way to actually use them, and they wouldn't be strong enough. So blue tack it is. I again reuse the bubble wrap from my caster and make sure that these guys are super snug in there and close up the box. I also close it up with this little thank you sticker, which again is just kind of cute, right? I think it adds a nice little personal touch, and the colors are really complimentary. But speaking of things that are really cute, let's take a minute and talk about something else really cute, which is, of course, Doll of the Week. This week's Doll of the Week comes from fellow YouTuber Jackie O. So I sent her a soda pop to paint, and honestly, she did an amazing job. She is so cute, and it's not the style that I would have painted her, which is exactly why I sent her to Jackie. I'm always interested to see what my dolls look like in different styles, and Jackie knocked it out of the park. Now she has a full video unboxing this girl and then another one customizing her. So if you haven't seen that, I super recommend checking it out. Jackie is fantastic and I absolutely love what she did with this doll. Thank you again for sharing, Jackie, and I'm so glad you love her. Alright, so if you would like to be considered for Doll of the Week, don't forget to post your photos on Instagram or even here on YouTube. And just make sure you're using hashtag Teeny Tinkers Dolls or hashtag Teeny Tinkers, but honestly, way better if you just tag me at Teeny Tinkers. That is honestly the best way to do it. But speaking of Teeny Tinkers dolls, let's get back to this video and finish packing orders. Okay, so it's time to get this doll into her packaging and into her box. So I rewrap her head now that the head cap is cured, and then wrap her back in her bubble wrap, and I've been putting the hands in the elastics on the outside or inside of this wrapped package. This is working best for me, and it's keeping everything safe and secure, and even providing a little extra padding for everything, really. Alright, so we've got everything here for this order, including a set of heart hands, which is why you're seeing 2 sets. So now it's time to get these into the bag. I want to take a minute and talk about the bags. The bags for my first 2 pre-orders were custom pillow bags from Stellar Revolution Designs, and I honestly loved them so much. But again, because she is a seamstress sewing them by herself, they were very expensive, rightfully so. But when my costs went up, including my resin, my casting costs, shipping costs, everything, I had to cut costs somewhere, so I wasn't passing on those costs to my customers. So instead I swapped to slightly cheaper alternative bags. So for the Celestial Squad pre-order, I had 70 centimeter carry bags, and while they were nice, they were too large, so I've been trying to find a smaller bag. I came across these, and they were supposed to be blank, okay? But when I got them, they ended up having a logo on them, and I tried to take them off with acetone, and it just didn't work. So I had to use this vinyl, and guys, it's not my favorite thing I've ever made, but this is how I was able to salvage them. The manufacturer of the bag apologized and gave me a coupon code for next time, and I'm not supposed to have a logo on any future ones, but I think I do like this size of bag. They fit perfectly into the boxes, they fit the dolls perfectly. They have both a strap and handles and a front pocket, and I'm just really happy with them other than the logo. So I'm really hoping I can work something out with this manufacturer and continue using these bags from now on. So this is basically what it looks like to pack up one of the blank dolls. So once everything is all taped up, I weigh out each doll and I put it in and get the exact shipping. I send everything with tracking and insurance just to make sure everybody's dolls get there safe. I still haven't lost a doll and I'm really grateful for that. This is about the average weight for a blank doll. This label printer saves my life. I used to print them out with paper and then tape each one on individually, and guys, that sucks. I got this label printer last year and it has been a lifesaver. I love it so much. But that is basically how I pack up a blank doll. I wanted to show you some of the other stuff that gets packed up as well for different orders. So before Teeny Tinker's Dolls was Teeny Tinker's Dolls, it was Teeny Tinker's Knitwear Shop. Yeah, that's actually how I got started selling anything in the hobby. I used to make knitwear and sell it, and while I don't take commissions or do knitwear sales almost ever anymore, I do like to offer mystery sweaters for $15 when people have pre-order dolls. And these can be chosen as pastel, dark, or natural, and I knit these up and then have them packaged up and send them with the orders. I also have all of the full sets ready, so I have to take each bit of outfit and fold them up and put them all in a baggie together. I put all of the clothing items in one bag and all of the accessories in another. The only exception to this is Clover's sneakers, which didn't fit into any of the bags and I left loose. At the time of filming, the wigs had not yet arrived from my wig maker, Hopeful Creation. They were still in the mail. So I included a shot of one of my wigs just to give you an idea of what it looked like, just in case you didn't know. But I also need to take a minute because I need to talk about something kind of exciting and fun. Alright, so I want to do another giveaway. I thought it would be extra fun to offer 3 prizes, each prize being unlocked by hitting a goal. Pause the video under each goal to see what prize it is. So what are the goals? So my first goal is to hit 1K subs on Teenier Tinkers. My second goal is to hit 10K followers on TikTok. By the way, I have a TikTok in case you didn't know. And then my third and main goal is to hit 10K subs on Teeny Tinkers, this channel here. Plus, if I hit all 3 by the end of 2023, I'm going to be adding in bonus prizes. The giveaway doesn't officially start until next year because I want to see what prizes are going to be offered, and then I'm going to post the rules for each giveaway. But for now, let's get back to the present and let's paint these faces. This is the first batch of orders with faces. Most of these are going to be going to homes that didn't purchase the full set outfit or wig, but instead opted for just the face up. They're getting painted first because I'm not waiting on the wigs for them, so I can just get these out with the other orders. If you're wondering why there are sticky notes under each doll, it's because that has the order number, the doll number, and the recipient's name. This is just to keep myself organized and make sure I paint everybody's dolls to their specifications and make sure that they end up in the right box. And here's some good news. If you're seeing this video, that means your doll, if you have one of these dolls, it's probably on its way to you. So make sure you check your email for tracking. If you have a doll with a full set, including a wig, that's going to be out a little bit later, hopefully within the next couple weeks. If you're already subscribed to my channel, thanks so much for subscribing, and if you're new here, I hope you like the content and consider subscribing. Definitely extra consider subscribing so that we can hit the goal and I can do the giveaway, because that would be so awesome. Remember, if we hit all 3 goals, we get to do all 3 giveaways plus bonus, which would be so fun. I absolutely love doing giveaways, and it's my way to give back to the people who support me. So again, thank you so much for supporting me. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye!